speak on Senate Bill 5624, which I have prime sponsored. And I want to start off by actually truly thanking the SURSAC committee and the work that they put in. I have been a part of a lot of committees in my life, and I have to say that the discussions, the subgroups, the work that was done through that SURSAC committee was truly tremendous. And I really do want to thank members for that, and I hope to have done justice to bring those recommendations and those voice to the bill. I would like to say that the makeup of that committee, especially since Senator Cooter asked, was with a wide variety of stakeholders. We had the governor's office represented, we had Republican senators, Democratic senators, House representatives, both Republicans and Democrats. We had tribal representation, we had peer recovery services representation, we had the prosecutor's office, we had local government, we had defense, we had health plans, we had law enforcement representation, we had experts who deal with diversion, they were represented. We had University of Washington addiction specialists there, we had youth in recovery, we had individuals in recovery, and the whole point of putting that group together with diverse voices was to really take a look at what is evidence-based, what is best practices, what is data-driven. And here's the question. Is substance use disorder a criminal justice issue, or is it a public health issue? Substance use disorder is a public health issue. Criminal activity that is associated with substance use disorder is criminal activity. And we have to be able to separate the two. And so the question is, what do you do for personal amounts of drug possession cases? Simply drug possession should not be a criminal activity. Thefts that are associated with it, absolutely are criminal activities. Criminal trespass, absolutely. Burglaries, any criminal activity that is associated with drug use, that is a current criminal activity. And so when you take a look at those cases that are solely about drug possession, how do we as a society address that issue? And it's very easy to say this is where the criminal justice system needs to play a role. But I challenge everyone to really think about our civil system. We have diversion programs, and in the last year, every community that has had a program come into that community and provide services, we have heard from everyone that that program has helped. In the fall, when we had our interim hearing in the Yakima area, we had someone, the local sheriff, tell us that one of the benefits he saw was from the LEAD program there, that they were able to make a difference that the criminal justice system couldn't. We passed assisted outpatient treatment to allow for treatment through the civil system. We updated our civil commitment statute to allow for treatment through our civil system. We updated Ricky's law to ensure people can get treatment. And when we take a look at what is happening across the world, that is where people are moving to, because that is what the data tells us is how we treat individuals who are struggling with substance use disorder. And so the question I would like all of us to really think about is, if your loved one was struggling, what would be the process that you would like for that person to undergo? And I leave you with that. I'm happy to answer any questions.